Hello and welcome back to the Chronicle Weekly Sports Wrap, your one-stop shop for all things Duke sports. My name is Jack Dolgin and we're back after a lot of snow limited the Blue Devils in terms of games, but in that limited action the Blue Devils had a lot of success, and in fact both basketball teams getting red hot despite the cold weather. The men's basketball team specifically on Saturday won 88-78 against NC State thanks to 28 points from Grayson Allen and 25 points from Brandon Ingram. The Blue Devils were trailing really for much of the first half, but thanks to a 14-0 run in the second half, Duke pulled away and got their first victory in 4 tries. The Blue Devils will move on to Miami to take on the Hurricanes in Coral Gables on Monday night. They will not have forward Emil Jefferson once again, but at PNC Arena on Saturday he was spotted without a walking boot, so the Blue Devils have to feel happy about his progress. He won't be back right away, but obviously he's on the right track. The women's basketball team took on Clemson in South Carolina Thursday night, and the Blue Devils had the best of them, winning 72-43. And a career night from Azurá Stevens, a career high 33 points, going 3 of 4 from downtown against a lack of height from the Clemson Tigers, as the Blue Devils won their second straight game against an ACC foe, and they made that streak 3 against UNC on Sunday in Durham. The Blue Devils had the best of the North Carolina Tar Heels, winning 71-55 in the Tobacco Road rivalry. Azurá Stevens again with a great performance, 26 points, 14 rebounds, coupled with Amber Henson's career-high 16 points, sending the Blue Devils offensively and also defensively. Duke holding UNC to 26.3% shooting from the field and 5 of just 34 shots from downtown. It was the first game between both teams as unranked opponents since 1992. The Blue Devils were unranked in the last AP poll for the first time since 1999. The Blue Devils, however, with 3 straight victories, are proving why they should be back in the top 25. And, we'll see what will happen, but if they continue to play at this rate, they are as good as they were projected at the beginning of the season. The women's tennis team also with strong performances this weekend, first taking on and beating Portland on Friday by a final score of 4-0. Good for Portland at least, so they could, get back before all the snow. And then Mississippi State lost 4-1 on Saturday to the Blue Devils. So the Blue Devils will move on to the ITA Indoor Championship in early February. The men's tennis team was looking to have the same fate, also playing in Durham. The first match also against a West Coast team, that did not happen as California, ranked number 29 in the country, did not get to participate thanks to the weather, and the Blue Devils got the benefit in a forfeit victory. However, they did have to play on Sunday, also against a West Coast team. This one was able to make it. That was San Diego, and San Diego won 4-2 thanks to a really, really close doubles performance. Really a shot that hit the net and went over in favor of the Toreros made much of the difference. But nevertheless, the Blue Devils, ranked number 23, would not get the victory, and they do not have the same fate as the women's tennis team. The track team did have one of 2 events go on. They had the Tobacco Road Cup as Carly Jonah won the pentathlon, but they did not go to the Hockey Invitational, so that was not played. And the Blue Devils also did not go to Virginia in terms of wrestling. The wrestling matchup against Virginia was canceled and will be rescheduled in early February. The fencing team, last on the list, also did not have a tournament in Philadelphia, and we will see whether that is made up. But again, fencing's canceled, wrestling's canceled, the track team, one of the 2 events was canceled. One of the 2, the Blue Devils, do very well. And for the other 2 sports, men's tennis, not a great weekend. The women's tennis team goes 2-0, just as the women's basketball team does, and the men's basketball team goes 1-1 this week, but they finish it with a big 88-78 victory against NC State. So limited action, the Blue Devils taking advantage of those limited performances. We'll be back next week, hopefully less snow for these teams as the Blue Devils in all sports look to have more success. You can follow that success at Chronicle Sports on Twitter and at DukeBasketball.com for all your Duke sports info. For Chronicle Sports, I'm Jack Dolgin, and thanks for watching this episode of the Weekly Wrap. We'll see you back next week.